Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been it's been 2 months since I made my last one. So right now I haven't really made a script for this video. So a couple things I want to kind of get out of the way before I get into this one. So first I do want to start making videos more. So, and I have a couple ideas. So expect some more videos in the future. I have more stuff for my, other than videos. Making some art. I'm playing a lot more Minecraft recently, so expect that somewhere in the future. And again, what I'm saying, I'm kind of experimenting right now because I don't have a script for this video. So let me know if y'all like this format. Just let me know down in the comments if it's better with me just not writing a script, really. I do technically have a script, but it's not really a script, it's more like a list that I made. Without that further ado, let's get into this. So today, this is going to be my top 10 dream killers for Dead by Daylight that I would love to, I would love to have these characters in this game, or chapters, or concept of chapters, my dream chapters, my dream killers in this game. So yeah, again, I have a list. I'm going to just talk about it. Again, I don't really have a script for this video. On my 10th list for my dream chapters is Dreams of an Insomniac. So for anyone who doesn't know what DOAI is, I'm just gonna call that for short. It's this short analog horror series, originally. I'm pretty sure Postra made a video saying that he wants to make it into a format of it instead being almost like a creepypasta reading, which sounds pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. But the videos he made of DOAI was mostly analog horror-y. And I'm not gonna get any further into that, but it's a really awesome series. You should really check it out and follow with that. I'll put a link to that in the description. But possible killers or even skins for this chapter would be I'm thinking 2 killers. Possible killers. Lankman would be the doctor from the psychiatric ward. So yeah, Lankman being a cool killer would be a really interesting killer. Or even as a skin for maybe as a skin for the doctor. That would be really cool. Even if it isn't a fully fleshed chapter, Lankman being a skin for the doctor would be a really, really cool. And the other killer that I listed down is Clyde, or the Eastridge Demon. And if it isn't a fully fleshed chapter, maybe it being a skin for what would it be a skin for? Clyde. What would be an interesting skin? Dredge? Ooh, Unknown. Ooh, wait, no, Unknown. It being a cool skin for Unknown. That would be... dude. I'm gonna need... I don't know if someone made that. That would be so fucking sick. That would fit Unknown so well. That, or, again, it being its, own chapter. I don't see it being having a survivor. Really. I saying, this being a killer independent chapter. For names, what would it be named? So it could also be the Eastridge Demon or the Veldingen. That'd be pretty cool. What would the power be? The power would be I guess kind of a cloak, similar to Wraiths. Maybe having almost mimicking audio. for say, like mimicking audio, like mimicking like maybe a generator, something that's to do with like mimicking things, or like mimicking a survivor. And that would be really cool. Like if DBD or Dead by Daylight ever had proximity chat, mimicking like one of the kind of like the mimic from Lethal Company, like the mimics from Lethal Company, Clyde mimicking one of the survivors, like mimicking like their, like some of their grunts or sounds, and like also the voice, like the microphone. That would be so fucking cool as a power. Or even like, ooh, or maybe like almost like a silhouette, maybe. Like I don't think it'll be able to wear like their clothes, but maybe like something like, what if like something like, thinking of like maybe something like to do with something human shaped to be also power, to like try to lure them in. So just makes the survivors not trust each other. That would be so cool as an interesting power. So for the next one that I have on the list is, unironically, another analog horror series, is the Walton Files, which also one of my favorite analog horror series. Is the Walton Files is very graphic. Like I should probably make a video, like a separate video on that. That would be really cool. Two specific ones that I listed for like possible killers that I would really love, like one skin being like the skin for the other, Bon or the Pumpkin Rabbit. Like either two of them would be pretty cool to bring to DBD. Like the way that he kills people in the series, like even extent to like the Pumpkin Rabbit, like they are very similar. Like I see one of them like being the skin for the other. It would be graphic. Like maybe bringing something about his his brutality. Like maybe his power would be something to do with stuffing them into a suit, or maybe even just straight up killing the survivors when they get downed. That would, nah. Like the chase potential could probably be maybe like focusing, kind of like similar to like stalking survivors as Myers, like potentially like stalking them in a close distance. Whenever they're fully stalked, he can like run kind of fast, not necessarily, because I don't fucking like dash slop, not dash slop. He can move whenever, like he can kind of like honing on them, and like kind of, I guess in like down them really fast, like kind of like a mix of Myers and Ghostface. Ooh, wait, actually that would be pretty cool. And if like they're like drop a pallet in front of them, like he can like break it like fast, and like kind of similar to like the Slaughtering Strike, but he wouldn't have to like stalk them up, like stalk them again to like, yeah, kind of like Ghostface, but also like kind of like Wesker's like pick up animation. Like you have to stalk them like for a little while. That would be a really interesting killer, actually. Or maybe like even if whenever he stalks them, like whenever they're on death hook, like he would have a way to like his own unique Mori, I feel like, where he just brutally kills them. Like that would be pretty cool, and also to like bring into the game. Like again, either that, like either Bon or like the Pumpkin Rabbit would fit very well with that, with the theming of that. Like for like names, well, one of them would be the Pumpkin Rabbit. I guess the other one would be like the Mascot, or like, oh, what's he known for? Walton Files, like the Dancing Hare. Cool. That That would be really interesting to see into Dead by Daylight. Alright, so for number 8, we have Portal. Specifically, the killer would be GLaDOS. Now, GLaDOS is an interesting one because it isn't exactly horror, but there is definitely like horror elements in Portal. What would she be called? Would it just be called like just GLaDOS? What would be a possible name for her? The System? The Researcher? I don't know. Like, it'd be... I guess it would be like something like The System or something. For the Survivor, for possible survivors, like, the only possible survivor I could, like, see with this chapter would be, like, Shell. Like, maybe, like, a map, like, from Aperture Laboratories would be pretty cool as a DVD. For like her power, like I've seen one of them like having to do with a portal gun, or doing with portals in general. Like maybe she placed a portal down and then she like places it like on a wall, like far away from her that she could like go through. Like I could see that as like mobility, I guess. Ooh, one from the ceiling would be pretty cool. Actually, the potential for that would be interesting, but like for GBD's code, I would like that would be a nightmare, especially like in DBD. That would be a nightmare to code into the game. And like another one, like I think specifically for like maybe a survivor item, like they would have a portal gun. I kind of see that. Like, survivors also having a portal gun, like, as a item that they can also move around the map. That'd be interesting. Like, placing a turret down, like, maybe near a generator, for example. Like, where the survivors would have to, like, use a portal gun. Placing a portal underneath them, and, they'll have... Like, that's the counterplay for, like, the drone... For, like, the turrets. That'd be interesting. That would be really interesting. I actually low-key like love that. But they would have to be careful like where they place a portal, because if they place the portal directly like in front, or like directly like maybe on the ceiling, for example, like they would have to, like they could still like have a chance of being hit, like taking an injured state. Yeah, like as like a potential for like a Portal chapter, that'd be really cool. It's interesting in seeing the fog. Alright, so for number 7th that I have is Bendy. Bendy is also a really awesome one that I would love to see into Dead by Daylight. So, the killer... Actually, there's pretty interesting killers, but there's one obvious one, which would be like the Ink Demon, which the name would well be the Ink Demon. And for like a map, like Joey Drew Studios, I don't know how they would translate Joey Drew Studios into the fog, unless they grab the one from the real world, like in the start of Dark Revival. That'd be interesting to see, like them making their own spin on Joey Drew Studios in like the real world. Like I said like a little bit ago, like maybe like Audrey would be a really cool survivor to see into the game. The only other one like I think I could probably see in the game is Henry himself from the first game. That'd be pretty cool. What would be his power? That's what I'm like kind of interested about. Like, what would be like the Ink Demon's power? Oh, I guess I could like see it like similar to like Pyramid Head of like whenever he's using his power, and like trails of ink, like not just like behind him, but like whenever he goes, like he would see like there would be like ink everywhere, like whenever he goes, he just, or if you like step on his ink trail, like you'll be exhausted, and maybe like another secondary power, I guess. What would be a secondary power? This is the only other one I can think of. I guess. Ooh. Like maybe like the ink trails that he places down. Like maybe he'll. Ooh, wait. Like maybe he'll like be able to like go into like the ink trail that he made, and then Splatoon. Like Splatoon. Ooh, wait. Like he'll go into the ink and like he'll. That is actually interesting. That would be a really interesting like teleport. Like going into the ink trails that like you were like walking around in. Although like I guess you'll have to like hold the like similar to Pyramid, you'll have to hold the power. That'd be really cool. I'm not gonna lie. That would be so interesting. I would love to see that into DVD. That'd be really cool to see. Like a mix of like placing down Pyramid Head's trails. So yeah, that's Bendy in Dead by Daylight. So what I have for number 6 would be Darth Vader. I remember like Behavior talking to Disney, like I think last year, about bringing Vader into DVD. I know a lot of people don't really like that. I was like, oh, Darth Vader doesn't fit into Dead by Daylight. But I mean, I kind of see that, I guess, but like at the same time, like again, like at the same time, like there is like horror aspects, especially to Vader. In fact, like Vader has probably killed so much more than like out of any like killer in the roster. Like he is a literal force to be reckoned with. Like he is very intimidating. Like he does have horror aspects to him, and like we're already starting to like bring non-horror characters that have like potential to have like horror in them. Because I will say, like, Behavior will start running out of. I think Quietcool's mentioned this in this video about DVD and Vader. Like, that they will start eventually running out of killers, like licenses, like because like some licenses are just not gonna give them their like access, so they're eventually move on to like other stuff that aren't deep horror related. And Star Wars would be very big for DVD. Like if you think like FNAF was big, like Star Wars is like massive. Star Wars is like massive. Well, Star Wars is huge. Like, and to like people who say like Vader wouldn't, again, to people who say Vader doesn't fit DVD, like he very well can. What his name would be, just like for like his like title name, I guess, would be just, I don't know, like I guess the Sith. What would be I guess the Death Star would be like a possible map. That'd be really interesting to see. That'd be pretty cool. And for like, what would be Survivors? Because again, this would be like a big license map, or like a license chapter. For like Survivors, I feel like it would be like we'll have Luke Skywalker, because like again, like Behavior said, like, oh, like to not bring like strong survivors, not like bringing on super strong survivors, and yet they brought survivors like fucking Leon S. Kennedy, and survivors like the fucking Belmonts, and like literally Dracula's son. And like literally like this like chapter, they're bringing fucking 11 from Stranger Things into the game. So like bringing like bringing Luke Skywalker as like a skin, or yeah, like as a survivor, like wouldn't be like a big stretch. For his power, what would be his power? I feel like his power would be, like maybe something similar to like being able to like see. Oh wait, What if like he has the ability to like throw? Oh wait. What if he has the ability to throw his lightsaber? They'll like kind of boomerang back for a second, like while it's coming back. Like I guess like I guess it would be like something similar to like whenever it's near artists' crows, like whenever she shoots them out, like they would like detect, like have a killer instinct like around them. That'd be pretty cool. Like having a killer instinct around the lightsaber itself. It's like his other like the Force, like it would be like something like, I guess like holding up, kind of similar to like Vecna, I guess, like bringing up pallets and like holding the pallet up for like a couple of seconds. Vader would like bring the pallet down himself, and if it's underneath the survivor, that could damage them. Like that would be fucking strong. Holy shit. Like having to do with like pallets and like breaking, or like bringing down a pallet. Like it would have to be on a cooldown. Alright, so the top 5 would be something creepypasta related. Woo! So like, for like examples, like something like, yeah, like a character from like a creepypasta would be interesting. But there's like 2 specific ones that I would love to see. Like this is technically 2 characters in like number 5. So number 1 would be Sonic.exe, which I will say first off, that would never happen. Sega would just never allow that. I mean, they do like they do like, I'm kind of mixed about, like, at the same time, like Sega would just never allow something like that to happen, like having like a horror character like based off of Sonic. But at the same time, they do respect fan service and respecting like their community, their Sonic community, and where they allow fan games. They literally, like, again, like I think of an example like Sonic Mania with Christian Whitehead, where they like allowed him to make Sonic Mania, and like they literally support like the Sonic community and like fans stuff. Like and it's getting better. It might be a possibility. Like maybe they go to Dead by Daylight to like, maybe not even Sonic EXE, maybe just Sonic something related. Maybe it's Metal Sonic, or like maybe like make their own Sonic character that they would bring into Dead by Daylight. But or like maybe like Sega will go to like Johto Boy and like allow them to like use like the official Sonic EXE, like 2011X. That, and like, or specifically like my favorite version of Sonic EXE, Lord X. Specifically Lord X, like I feel like would fit the most into Dead by Daylight, because because like he does like fit like that sort of slasher villain and like somewhat cosmic entity, which there is another cosmic entity that I'm going to bring up in this list, but more on that later. I feel like it's a stretch for Sonic XC, or even creepypasta characters in general. But yeah, that would be interesting to see into Dead by Daylight, and I would love to have that into DVD. And the other killer was specifically the Marble Hornet Slenderman. Like, I really love Marble Hornets. Like, it is a really good, like, analog horror series. Which, again, yeah, another analog horror series. Shocker. And, like, the name The Operator, to, like, be what he's known as, like, not only into, like, DVD, but literally what he's named in the series itself. Wow, that is such a cooler name for a Slender Man. Like, I'm sorry, it's such a cooler name. Like, I would love to have specifically Marble Hornet's Slender Man into Dead by Daylight. That would be so cool to have. And I guess, like, his power would be, like... what would their powers be? If, like, I guess if a survivor looks at them, like, their screen would be distorted, similar to, like, the games. Where survivors would have to rely on where they hear him at, because like if they look for him for long enough, like they'll, I guess like something similar to like Doctor, where like they'll look at him and they'll scream, like if they look at him long enough. And like for Lord X, like what would be his power? Well, what would be his name? What would be like? What would be EXC's name? I guess it would be the Deity, or the False God. What's another good name? Proclaimed. Like those are pretty good names I could come up with for Lord X or Sonic EXE. What would be his? I guess it'd be similar to like Pillar Chase or like Outcome Memories, which I don't really have a lot of knowledge about Outcome Memories. It'd be similar, yeah, it would be similar to like whenever he has a honing attack. I guess like whenever he looks at the survivor, or like I guess marks the survivor, kind of similar to Ghostface. He'll have a honing attack and like injure them. Yeah, that would be interesting. That like having a honing attack, and like you have to like look at them for a second, like kind of similar to Myers, for like you have to look at them for 10 seconds, and like you'll have a honing attack to like charge at them, like similar to what 2011 X does in Outcome Memories. Maybe he'll have a fucking maybe he'll have a rage meter, like John Rage mode in Outcome Memories. That would be so funny to see John Rage mode into Dead by Daylight. Nah, forget Lord X, forget like 2011 X. I want fucking John Rage mode into Dead by Daylight. That'd be so funny. So for number 4 on the list, I have this is a very interesting one. Sin from Murder Drones. First of all, if Sin like fits in Dead by Daylight, yes, she does. Because like the episode that like she was like teased at was like felt very like most of the episodes in Murder Drones, like of her being the main antagonist, is very horror adjacent, and sometimes like most of the times like it's a slasher, almost a slasher film that you're watching. Like she feels like a mix of sci-fi and I believe, Eldritch Horror. When I say like she fits into Dead by Daylight, the answer is straight up yes, she does. Like, she really fucking does, because I rewatched Murder Drones. She needs to go into Dead by Daylight. It's just straight up, like, she fits very well into Dead by Daylight, and if not, like, she would probably one of my favorites of I would love to see in Dead by Daylight. What would her name be? Like, I guess like the program. Actually, a program would make sense. I guess the administrator. I'll talk to her power here in a little bit, but I feel like the map would have to be like the. I don't remember specifically on like what planet that Murder Drones takes place, but it looks beautiful, man. Like that as a map in Dead by Daylight would go so fucking hard. I don't know how well like the other drones would fit as survivors, like Uzi and like Ben. Like, maybe there'll be a skin. I don't know how that would work. Like, I don't know if like them as survivors would work, because I don't know if they'll be too strong or they just won't fit the survivor role. But yet again, we have a little fucking vampire as a survivor in Leon S. Kennedy and the fucking Belmonts in fucking 11. Like, so I feel like droids, like, as survivors would not be as much of a stretch as a fucking literal, like, the son of fucking Dracula in the Belmonts and 11 that has superpowers. Like, that's, but nah, like, the fucking droids are a bit of a stretch. I mean, even if I feel like Uzi would be a cool skin to see on Sable. Like, that just makes sense. And I don't know, N as a skin for Dwight. Like, their clothes for like Sable and Dwight, I guess. So what would be her power? So, like, she puts out holograms. Actually, holograms would I mean, it's kind of taking from like Clyde, I guess, but instead, like, it's like showing holograms, like kind of like mirrored illusion, where like, ooh, if a survivor is working on a generator, like, only like whenever like they're really, really close, like, they'll see like outlines of like a hologram, and like if they like, ooh, that would be interesting. I guess if like the hologram, like, if you touch the hologram, or if you're in the hologram's radius, like, you'll get like a killer instinct, be able to like maybe teleport to like the thing that's like projecting the hologram. That'd be really cool. Like, teleporting, I guess, you're conscious, I guess that would make sense. Like, you're conscious to like the thing that's projecting the hologram. They all fly. I mean, they all fly Murder Drones. Like, I guess you would have a flying, like, kind of similar to like, that would be similar to like Vecna, I guess, like a flying mechanic. Yeah, it would be similar to Vecna, but it would like be more lore accurate, I guess. Oh, what else would make an interesting power? Like, maybe she'll be able to like switch between them, or like with her biotech, whenever she like uses the solver on you, like when she holds you in place, like maybe it'll do a status effect. Maybe it's similar to something like Skull Merchant, of like, if she like holds you in place, like, it'll like track you, I guess, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's complicated. I don't know how to like. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But yeah, it'd be a very interesting power to like see for Sin from Murder Drones. That'd be interesting. Number 3, anything like fucking Deltarune related. There's so many shocking examples that I could list for killers from Deltarune. Like, I could list, like, the fucking Roaring Knight. I could list fucking Gaster. I could, like, maybe, like, specifically, like, I could also list, like, Noelle from Snowgrave Route, like, as a possible killer. Like, I could list of that, like, us. Actually, that would be fucking cool. Like, a vessel, like, that we made in, like, the start of Deltarune would be pretty cool. There's also, again, like, there's pretty good, like, candidates for, like, a killer in Deltarune. Because, I will say, like, Deltarune is, like, somewhat kid-friendly. Like, it's mostly funny at times with humor. It's mostly an RPG. But it does get pretty fucking dark, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of, like, feels like the same argument, and, like, same thing with Darth Vader, where, no, the thing that the license that I came from isn't exactly horror related, but it does have horror aspects from it. Like, that's the big reason, the excuse of why I, like, put Deltarune in number 3 spot. Also, is because I'm a fan of Deltarune and Undertale, but yeah. What would be a map? What would be a good map? I guess like the church, or maybe even the Dark World itself. Like, that'd be pretty interesting to see. Oh, like survivors. What would be survivors? Like, I guess Chris is an obvious one, but the problem with that is that they're all in high school. Well, I mean, like, Steve and Nancy are in high school. So was, I mean, I guess Elle and Dustin are also in high school. So, I mean, that doesn't mean that they can't age them up, like they did with every other, like, young character that they did with, like, Yuichi, like, Steve and Nancy. Like, I'm pretty sure they're doing that with, like, Eleven and Dustin as well. But, yeah, what would be good, like, ones other than Chris? I guess, oh, Susie would be fucking, dude, Susie would be my main. I fucking love Susie. She is, aside from Chris, is, like, the main character in Deltarune. Like, I fucking, like, Susie is one of my favorite characters. I guess Rousey. But, yeah, I would love to see, like, even as skins, I would love to see that in Dead by Daylight. That would be so cool. The number 2 spot, we have another Silent Hill chapter. A second Silent Hill chapter. Like, I kind of think we need that. And it's not like that Behavior doesn't have a good relationship with Silent Hill. I mean, like, they brought Pyramid Head, and, like, even with fucking Castlevania, like, they seem to be on good terms. So, like, I would love to see, like, a second Silent Hill chapter, like, in Dead by Daylight. Like, like, something, like, maybe with, like, maybe the final boss in, like, Silent Hill 1, Incubus, or the God in, like, Silent Hill 3, which is, Cheryl's monster. Yes, you fight literal God in Silent Hill 3. Technically in Silent Hill 1, Incubus as well, but... Or even in, like, Silent Hill F. Like, I would love to see Silent Hill F as well. Like, I wouldn't mind that. Like, Silent Hill F is also a really good one. Like, or, like, even Survivors. Like, I would love to see Hinako, like, as a survivor, or Harry Mason. What would be a good map, like, outside of that? Ooh, what about the town? Actually, the town itself would be cool and interesting to see. Like, not in just, like, one of the buildings, like, the town itself, or, like, maybe the church, like, the hospital, like that. Like, there's a lot of good examples, actually. Ooh, or the, oh, wait, no, the carnival as well. Ooh, the carnival? The carnival from Silent Hill 3 would be so... Oh, that would go so fucking hard. But yeah, I would love... I don't really have, like, a specific power, I guess, for Deltarune at Silent Hill, because, again, there's a lot of stuff you could, again, pick from those two series. Oh my god, I should have mentioned this in the Deltarune one. But I'm not sure if... I mean, again, like, they are, like, going to eventually explore outside of horror, because there's only so much horror that you can get your hands on. But, like, you know, like, maybe it can't, maybe Deltarune can happen, maybe another Silent Hill chapter can happen, who knows? Who knows? Now in number 1 spot. And that, my number 1 pick for like a dream chapter is It. Stephen King's It, or better known as, like we all know, like Pennywise. Like for his name, like maybe the Deadlights, or like the Dancing Clown, or I don't know, Shapeshifter. Like, that would, dude, like, he fits, like, it's so perfect. He fits so perfect in Dead by Daylight. He, like, it would fit so well for him. And he is, like, one of the final ones, I guess, for, like, slasher icons, aside from, like, aside from Jason to be brought into the game. And technically Myers, because Myers is leaving. Like, I think for, like, for the map again, like, I feel like it would be the sewers. Like, even, like, the main, like, building, and technically would be a main building, would be the center thing, like, with his, like, his cart, I guess, and with, like, the corpse floating in the air. Like, that'd be a pretty cool map, like, a pretty cool realm itself. Maybe even a realm in, like, the, what is it called, like, the Withered Isles? Is it called the Withered Isles? I think it probably is. Like, above the... Like, it would make sense. It would be above, like, Freddy Fazbear Pizza and the movie theater. That'd be pretty cool. Like, I feel like that would make sense to put it that one there. As if we need more Withered Isle maps, but whatever. I mean, it still fits, though. I still think it fits. It'd be an indoor map. Oh my god, imagine okay, so ignore the fact that Myers is leaving. Oh my god, imagine me fucking playing as Myers and playing as sewers. That would be, oh my god, that'd be horrifying. A new map for me to, like, grab my hands around to, like, fucking torture survivors as Myers with, or scare them as with Scratch Mirror. That's so funny. But for survivors, I guess any of the Losers Club characters would work. Also, the characters in, like, all of the, like, the adults in Welcome to Derry would also work pretty well. Now, I want to talk about his, like, power. I feel like it would be, like, again, I feel like it would be some of his forms. Like, depending on the form it would take, like, it would have a certain power. Like, almost like a randomization, I guess. Or, like, I guess he wouldn't have, like, a first power, like, his special power would be with, like, making them more scared, or more fearful. And if they're on Death Hook, like, he'll, like, maybe he'll, like, have, like, a charge attack, like, to attach to that. Like, if they're fully, like, their fear meter is, like, fully charged, and if like they're on death hook, like he would then charge at them and literally just eat them, like right there and there. Just screws them. He just eats them. Like fucking snacks on them, like he fucking does in the show and all fucking It movies. That'd be a cool chat. That'd be a cool one. And also another one, like, would also be a special ability, which will, like, go put tokens in, like, this fear meter, I guess, again, similar to the Vecna, would, like, being, like, taking on forms, like, either taking on other forms of it from, like, the show and movies, like, the other, you know, because, like, he turns into other forms, or, like, maybe, like, taking on a form of a survivor, or maybe taking on a form of, like, killers that survivors, like, face frequently. Like, I'm not sure about it, but it would, like, go to, like, their fear meter. And then, like, whenever they're fully, you know, fully scared, like, they would, like, scream, reveal their location, like, maybe their aura. Like, you would know where they're at, and you would, like, whenever, like, you're in their radius, like, you would charge at them. Like, they would have, maybe, like, even a special animation, like, similar to, like, whenever you're stepping on Pyramid Head's, trails. But that'd be interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting. That's an interesting power to, like, think about. Maybe something to do with his balloons. Like, I would, like, maybe, like, if a survivor, like interacts with one of them, or, like, maybe if, like, it pops in front of them, maybe, like, that gives Pennywise the chance to teleport. Or maybe using the balloons as mobility, like, moving a balloon, like, to another side of the map, like, almost like a nurse blink, and then teleporting to it. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be interesting. Like, teleporting to the balloon, like, it would give you a, I guess that would make you undetectable. That'd be a cool, like, power. But, yeah. That's all I really have. Like, I guess for, like, skins for Pennywise, I feel like you can have one from, like, the old, like, 1990s mini-series Pennywise. Well, like a bloody what if it's a, like, bloody variant of, like, the show? That'd be pretty interesting. Or maybe, like, a skin that looks, or maybe, like, a skin that's Bob Gray, but, you know, like, another manifestation of it. I don't know. But, yeah. That is my top 10, like, dream, I guess, chapters. I might as well name it chapters. My top 10 dream chapters for Dead by Daylight. Also, I believe, if my timing is correct, I might release this video on my birthday, which is on 19th, and technically it's Martin Luther King Day on that day as well. So happy Martin Luther King Day, and also, like, give me the birthday wishes. Give me birthday wishes. Thank you. I'm turning 20 in today. I turned 20 today, I guess, or, like, the time I'm recording this. Like, I'm turning 20 in, like, 3 days, technically 2 days, because this is right now. Today is, well, no, like, tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, 3 days. I read my calendar wrong. Yeah, in 3 days it's my birthday. Like, wish me happy birthday. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Like, I'd appreciate that. Just send me birthday wishes. But, yeah, that is all the time I have in this this recording session. I'm interested to, like, make more videos. I have a lot of planned videos coming soon. Like, stay tuned for that. I have a lot of stuff that I've been working on a while for, like, Minecraft. Sometimes I'm just trying to, like, stream more, but you know, streaming on OBS with no graphics card and, like, playing playing Dead by Daylight on the Switch. It's kind of miserable to play, but I mean, I'll try to make it happen. But yeah, stay tuned, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.